Sorry, I don't have any music in the background, but let me see. Welcome once again to my kitchen. Um, this is the good way that we're supposed to be using social media. Yeah, share knowledge because knowledge is power, right? Um, so there are others who feels that when you get knowledge, it's just for yourself and maybe your immediate family or so. There's no need to share knowledge, or skills or so. But I don't take it that way. Whatever I learn, I like to pass it on. Yeah, even free of charge, or for somebody to pay me to do it. The one I can do free of charge, I will do it, and the one I can actually do it absolutely free, I will still do it. This is why I'm happy as a motivational speaker. Sometimes I go to schools and do a talk for free. Yeah, I go to community colleges and thing and do talk there for free. Um, where sometimes I'm paid anyway by the school or so. Um, but in a general context, it's all about letting it go. What you got from somebody, what you learn from somebody, to pass it on, because we don't learn everything in the classroom. No, we don't. And so because of that, even skills that we can get while we are being brought up, when you get it, somebody didn't acquire something like that. And so there's no need to sit on it, pass it on as well. So this is why I love to do something like this. And it's so wonderful. But now we have social media, which is making a huge difference. You go on YouTube, you find people doing different aspect of stuff. Anything you want now, you want to learn, anything you want to learn about, you want to know about, you go on YouTube, you tap what you want, you will get it. How to bake, how to prepare cake, how to cook tteokbokki, how to cook a wonderful egusi soup, how to cook a wonderful eba. Okay. Everything now on YouTube. So people are there, sharing knowledge, passing on skills and things. And you will never believe that many people are actually not going in the classroom now to learn things. You want to learn how to bake. Go on YouTube. You see people there. They offer their time free, and they tell you how to prepare a very very nice how do you call it, banana cake, okay, or how to prepare a wonderful pudding as well. And when you follow the trend, how they do it, you can just follow that video. You'll be able to achieve something. Technology is almost is similar. There are guys who actually who can sit there on YouTube and tell you that when something wrong with your computer, also how to go about to say, okay, I'm trying to get this problem solved on my laptop, on my computer, also how can I? Somebody is there to help you. Yeah, people are there to pass on these skills also. So it's wonderful. Let me welcome you on my platform. I know that people running away now because it's about cooking also. But today I'm here to cook, and what I'm going to cook today, I'm going to cook a pumpkin stew. Many of you will know what pumpkin is, right? This is pumpkin. I just have it in two different sizes anyway, but it's pumpkin. Let me bring it close to the camera. You see how is it? Very very delicate. I love this. I love this. The look of this pumpkin is beautiful. Very yellowish. this have a very very rich wet texture in there as well. Okay, I'm looking on the side because the oil is on the low hot level, but okay, I just want to keep my eye on it as well. Okay, so this is pumpkin. That's what we're going to cook today. And the best way, I'm going to show you as well the best way to actually slice the pumpkin, because even in every aspect, especially when it comes to the kitchen, there are ways people can slice their onions. I say, well, me, I like it this way. And even this pumpkin, people treat it in the way that they want. They feel that how they were being brought, or they saw other people doing it. But I'm going to show you how I was taught, by my grandmother, by my mother, by being with them while they're cooking in the kitchen or so. I'm going to show you the best way to actually slice a pumpkin to prepare you a very, very nice stew. Yeah, very, very nice stew. I'm going to show you how to slice it. And then I'm going to also tell you those ingredients, spices and maybe what needs to go in the stew to make it really a nice one. And when somebody eat it from you, what we want to request, oh, I'm coming to visit you, can you cook pumpkin for me, please? That's how I'm going to prepare it. And of course you'll be able to learn the skills today. Okay, so let me check the oil first. Let me check what's going on there. I think it's okay here. I don't think anything to worry about. Behind me, I have a little bit of how to call it health and safety issue in my kitchen right now, because they're doing some work in my living room, wherein I have to clear everything. Sofa, that's the sofa you see there. So the fridge is not standing where it's supposed to be. I just created some kind of an avenue to just be passing through also until the work is completed in my living room. That's why you see. So health and safety in my kitchen right now is kind of challenging, and I'm just very very careful. But it's good that you are not with me in my kitchen. You are with me, but in a way you're just sitting and watching. You're not passing through anyway for me to worry about your health and safety. So don't worry. I will maneuver and take care of things good here. So yes, we're going to prepare pumpkin now. I'm going to show you now how to slice it very very nicely. And I'm going to tell you today what will go in the pumpkin. For me, I've decided to put how they call it, chicken, a real hard chicken as we call it here, or bola we call it here. But in the other way we call it country chicken. I love it because they have this extraordinary taste. Yeah, extraordinary taste it has, And also I'm going to include fish as well, because I love fish. And I know doctors are always advising that even once a week you should eat, you should eat fish. Well, sometimes not just fish, especially salmon fish. Yeah, really really good. Once a week that we should eat, fish. It's really good. So I'm going to combine those in the stew today, in the pumpkin stew. Chicken, which is the hard chicken, or broiler, or country chicken, and the fish will go together. They are all prepared and ready to go as well. So now let's go in the kitchen now. We are in the kitchen, but let's go to the pumpkin area, and I'm just going to show you how to really cut the pumpkin in a very very a nice way. So what you do first of all, because if you get a pumpkin, normally it come in 2, 3, 4 sizes, right? Or a whole, depending how what quantity you want to buy. But obviously you will have to cut it in some sizes as well, reduce them to small sizes. And all you do is clean out, take out the seeds, and whatever needs to get out. And the next thing is, well, because the back is not there now, done it already, you have to peel the back as well. You don't cook you don't cook everything with it. No. I remember way back. Yeah, I used to see. I used to see my parents cooking it. There's a way they can cook egg for maybe for breakfast. Okay, wherein you can even just cut it like this with a back on it, and you can cook it like that, and ready to go for breakfast. Is brilliant. And even with that cooking, you can even eat the back. It doesn't matter because that's also a vegetable. I mean, it's nutritional as well. It doesn't cause any harm. And so yes, if you're cooking it for that breakfast, time, you can cut the pieces like this. That's beautiful. But when you are cooking it the way I want to cook it as a stew, then definitely you don't cut it like this. Yeah. I also see sometimes we see other people, they say it doesn't matter. They can cut pieces like that, like this. Well, for me, obviously, no. If I go visit you and you cook a stew, pumpkin stew, and the sizes are like this, I don't find it, pleasant, to be honest. Yeah, I'll find it difficult to eat it. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you cook it. But once the pieces are even up to this size level, I find it very, very hard to eat it. So the best way I think I will teach you how I'm going to show you how to do is to make sure that you cut it, in a size like that. A size like that. Okay. So this small size here, this one, let me bring it close to the camera. Is great because when you cut it in a small size like this, and you fry it from the beginning, it would take less time, one, to cook and get done, and also the spices that you put it in there, will absorb because of the size of it. It will absorb the spice or whatever spices that you put in there will absorb it, very quickly as well, giving it extra taste. So that's why it's good to cut it very, very small. Welcome everybody. I appreciate you. If you want to make a comment, make a comment. Thank you for thanking me. I appreciate that, Lusu. So let's cut the how do you call it, the pumpkin now into small sizes. This one, like I told you, my grandmother taught me this, and I used to sit back and she just sending me, rest in peace, Mahawa. Her name was Mahawa. So I'm trying now to see whether we can reduce the size of this pumpkin into perhaps a little bit more smaller sizes that would give us kind of a quick way of cutting it. And let me tell you, anybody who cook who actually slice the pumpkin the way I'm telling you to do, anybody for that matter, who will cook pumpkin that way, who will take their time to slice it that way, they are very, very patient people. Yes, they are very patient-minded. Those people, women know, men know. If they slice the pumpkin like that, they take their time and slice it like that, they are extraordinary patient. They take time to react on issues. Yeah. The issue just come and hit them. It won't just hit them and they take action right away. No. So I want you to learn from. If somebody prepare you a pumpkin stew, and you see that they cut the pumpkin in small slices, that person is very patient-minded, because it takes time as well. So what we do now is because we have reduced it into this very tiny, a little bit thin size, it will be easier now to give us that perfect, you can see it, that size we want. So we can even slice it that way, or if you want it again, you can even reduce this into two sizes. You see that? You can reduce it into two sizes. So that will give you another perfect, reduction of the length of what you cut in. So you see, as I cut this, don't worry, it's going in right in the in the bowl that is supposed to go in as well. So we sliced a little, very very tiny sizes as well to reduce it to the size that we want, as my mother told me. So bear that in mind when you go to somebody's house and they prepare this stew for you, or whenever your husband or your wife or your relationship or so prepared a pumpkin for you and they slice it this way, my dear, count yourself a very very blessed man or a blessed woman, because that individual is a very very patient-minded individual. Yeah, especially if they are cooking for more than 2 people in the house. They are very patient-minded. So we slice it this way. As I told you, we're in the kitchen now. We are in the kitchen with CELEB Max K this afternoon, cooking pumpkin. I'll show you how to cook pumpkin. All right. I don't have any music in the background. I'm going to I'm going to sing for you while I'm doing this. I want to sing in Kisi. It's a gospel song. It says, the title of it is Come, let's go. Because the word we are in isn't our word. Jena Jawa Jojina Ling Kanguna Yosana Kanunya Kanguna Yosana Jena Jawa Jojina Ling Kanguna Kanguna Yosana Jena Jawa Jojina Ling Yosana Kanguna Yosana Jena Jawa Jojina Ling Kanguna Yosana. He didn't have to do it, but he did. He didn't have to do it, but he did. He woke me up this morning, sent me on my way. He didn't have to do it, but he did. He didn't have to do it, but he did. He didn't have to do it, but he did. He woke me up this morning and sent me on my way. He didn't have to do it, but he did. Okay, so we got that done. We sliced it perfectly to the sizes that we want. So this is how we're going to it will look like. I don't know if I can bring the camera closer here so you can see. I think you can have a perfect look. So this is how it looking like. You slice it small like this. This is pumpkin, perfectly will be very very yellow looking and beautiful, ready to go to cook a very very perfect stew for you. So this is pumpkin we're going to do, and this is how to slice it. Okay, and what next we're going to do, we're just going to try to prepare everything including onions, so that when we're ready to do it, when we're ready to cook it, it's just going to be easy for us. But before I go that, I do that, I want to sing one more song. Oh, Chena Jo Sangafono, Chena Jo Sangafono, oh, Chena Jo Sangafono, Chena Jo Sangafono, oh, Chena Jo Sangafono, Chena Jo Sangafono. So the word that we are in, every suffering we're doing here is for nothing. At the end of the day, we should be close to one another. Okay, so while we get the pumpkin ready, before I do the onions, I want to share this with you. Just before we go further, let me look for my other eyes. I'll find them. We stay in the kitchen. Welcome. I'm going to read to you a poem I wrote in an anthology being published here in the United Kingdom. The title of it is "Nobody's Perfect." Okay, we wrote this a couple of years ago. It's a collection of poems and short stories from people who are people like us who are here as who came here during the Civil War and became refugees or so. So it's refugees writing in this region I'm in, which is called Wales. Nobody's perfect. So the poem I wrote in there, I'm going to share with you. We're in the kitchen. We stay in the kitchen. When we've done with that, we're going to do onions. We're going to also have some garlic in it to go with the texture with the pumpkin as well. So let me read this to you. It's my own poem I wrote, then published. This one say, progress and true progress. Progress and true progress. When I think of one kind act that I did today, or someone did to me today, however small, I know I am moving forward. The power to change my life lies in my own mind. I choose to let go of self-defeating attitudes and replace them with positive thoughts. Every moment, I am becoming more loving, more considerate, and more generous, and more filled with positive thoughts. I commit myself to the practice of quieting my mind and reflecting in silence, bringing myself closer to my soul and my highest potential. There is nothing I cannot do if I put my mind to it. The future awaits my dreams and the blueprint for success that I now create with my positive thoughts, even taking into consideration the very environment that I find myself in. Sometimes, because of people's attitudes towards me in this new environment, certain things try to hold me back. I then stumble, stop, and rethink. I measure my success by measuring how much I love, not how many things I acquire. I try my best to be kind and gentle in every situation. I try to disprove people's belief about me by telling them that I am not what they think or hear about me. I no longer filter every thought. I no longer filter everything through anger, but let all resentments go and move into a brighter state of mind. I improve the quality of my life with every positive thought. What I begin to practice now will become second nature. The dreams I envision are unfolding every moment. Every forward step I have made in my life gives me confidence in myself. I take the time to appreciate how far I have come despite all the negative thoughts about me in my new environment. I know that I am moving forward because I don't sweat over the small stuff, and I am able to handle the big stuff with grace and dignity, even the acts of racism, hate, and prejudice. I expand my perspective and my capacity for understanding every day, always taking the time to see good things in everyone But do they do the same? Each morning, I vow to approach everything with an open heart. I handle problems more easily than I did a month ago, a year ago, a decade ago, because I am committed to becoming the best person I can be. I choose to envision only peace, harmony, and kindness. I take time to acknowledge the still, quiet place within me and draw strength, compassion, and wisdom from it. I've abandoned enthusiasm for life in this part of the world that I am in today and look forward to each new day. Yesterday is just a vanishing thought. Today, I have the opportunity to start fresh and create miracles. I realize that I am here for a brief moment, and I try to make the best of each day. Every day, I find a way to contribute something, no matter how small, to the goodness of the world and particularly the environment in which I live today. I no longer force things to go my way, but instead gently allow my inner knowledge to direct me. My old habit of controlling every second of my life is a thing of the past. The stress I have accumulated in my life is fading away with each breath. During stressful times, I let go of the habit of complaining. My new thinking allows me to laugh at myself when I stumble, to brush myself off, and to move forward with renewed energy. There's no obstacles I cannot overcome with my inner resources, and I take the time to pause and reflect on the outstanding results I've achieved with my positive thoughts and inner wisdom. I measure my progress by how calm and peaceful I remain when someone keeps me waiting to hear about the final decision concerning my status in life, or when I lose something, or when someone abuses me for no reason, when someone keeps me waiting to be served, or when someone dashes my change, my cash, into my palm as if my hands were too dirty to be touched. Yes, I still try to measure my progress by how calm and peaceful I remain when someone looks in my face and tells me, "Go home where you come from." When someone betrays my interest and lets me down. When someone walks away from my life for no reason, or when I make a clumsy mistake. When any of these things occurs, I recall how I reacted to the same situation a year ago and congratulate myself on my progress, my true progress. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you. Just part of the work I do, because I read. I'm a poet. I read poems. I have a lot of them to be published. But actually, exclusively, I wrote them, and I want them to be published to be used in Liberia only. So hopefully, this trip I'm making is another project I'll be taking there. Find a publisher and publish those poems that I wrote. Most of them is all about Liberia. Some of them are actually my own personal experience in the war or during the war in Liberia, in Central Monrovia. Moving here and there, from Central Monrovia, going across, going to places. Those experiences are hard and things. I put them in poems as well. So watch out. You will see those coming up in Liberia soon for you to grab a copy also. So I just thought to share this with you while we're here doing kitchen. This is how to do a celebrity cooking. So let me go back in the kitchen. We're going to do the onions now perfectly, as we have done. For those of you just coming, we're doing a pumpkin today. This is it. I finished slashing it already in a very, very, thin sizes also to cook a very delicious stew. So let's do the onion. Oh, thank you for the appreciation. Let's do the onions. I love to cook. For me, I mean, really, I don't. When it comes to onion, I don't really have much choices. Whatever is available, I will do it. But I love my white onions. But it's sometimes again, this is also very, very perfect to cook the red onions as well. So what we're gonna do now is slice the onion. I don't think I'm gonna show you how to slice onions anyway, because all of us that are on the platform right here now, we must know how to slice onions also, give it that perfect slice or so. So what we're going to do now is we're going to slice the onion. Mind you, do not put the onions in the sliced onions in the pumpkin. No, don't do it. Okay. The onions do take longer time to cook. Okay, so you will need the onions to go in first to at least fry for some couple of minutes, about 10 minutes or so. Okay, or maybe 7 minutes, and then you can add the pumpkin there. The pumpkin takes about 25 30 minutes max. It's properly cooked, I think. So slice the onions separately, because you will have to put them in separately. Some people use the chopping board to chop their onions, but I like to do it the way my grandmother taught me. I always see her holding it like that and passing a knife through and thing. And at that, within our time, you can even give a very perfect size that you want as well. So we slice the onion that way to just give it that perfect sizes that we want as well. So we do the onions. Okay, I'm going to do that now. I've finished showing you how to do that, because I'm holding it perfectly and very carefully as well. For some of you that children are watching with you, do not let them play with the kitchen knife to this level, because they have to be supervised by you. Probably they have to be of certain age actually before you can allow them to play with it, to even slice onions also. So we're going to give our onions a very good sizable slashing. In the meantime, if you have questions you want to ask, you can ask me. I will read it and respond to you. But welcome, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that shared the video at the beginning, thank you for inviting somebody to come on to so we all can cook together. I'm not cooking on my own; it's all about cooking together. Thank you so much for watching as well. So pretty soon we're going to start. We're going to do the we're going to start the proper cooking on the stove as well. Joy to the word, they having to come. Oh, not Christmas time, eh? So it's not time to sing Christmas carols. Yeah. Understanding that is that people. So this is garlic. Garlic as well. Some people can just put it on the chopping board and then pan it with knife and then smash off also. For some people, they can slice it this way also. But perfect time to actually put garlic, if you love garlic, in the stew is don't put it together with the onions. Yeah, don't put it together with the onions. I advise you do it almost at the point when you're putting all the ingredients together in the pot, okay, in the cooking saucepan. That's the time you should do it. Don't fry it together with the onions. So there's nothing else we're gonna put along with the onions. So, but what we're gonna do now, these onions now, they're gonna be first to go in the in the frying pan. So let's take the camera too. Let me take you. I told you my kitchen right now is kind of like we're gonna increase the stove now, so it can give us that perfect heat that we want. First, it was on very low, so that it couldn't cause a problem or so. So what we're gonna go along with what I was telling you. This is a perfect chicken. It's already ready to go, and this is I don't know if you can see because my camera is bent in the way that I can't see. This is okay. The chicken. No, sorry. This is fish. Okay, and this is the chicken here. So the part we are going to do is just a little bit of oil in here, not too much. So what we're going to do now is this onion. The onions are going to go in here, as you can hear already. Perfect red onions, very perfectly cut, sliced, and everything. So the onions are getting ready. So we're going to leave that for a couple of minutes, and then try to get other stuff ready, which is we're going to do the garlic now. I love garlic. Not too for this stew, I'm just going to do about 2 of them. Like I said, some other people, they put it on the chopping board and put a knife on top of it and just bam it, boom, it mash up and it's ready to go. But some people can also slash it. You can do it either way. That's it. So I'm going to pound it like that. Okay, so when you pound it, it's smash up as well, you see. So I'm going to do it like that. Okay, I'm going to give it one more hit. Let me give it one more hit. Okay, perfect. It is now. So by the time this one get in the heat, I'll say it will melt up also and begin to cook. Okay, so the onions are getting ready. So I'm gonna find our wooden spoon to stir the onions, so we can get that perfect. Okay, the onions is getting ready. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to come now to put what they call it, tomato puree. I'll show this here. Okay, start to give it a very early texture. If you got tomato puree, it's brilliant as well. You're good to go with it. So start to give it a very give it a very early texture. So we're gonna put the tomato puree in there. It doesn't matter how the quantity that you want to put there. Yeah, this one is we're not only give the kind of mix distinctive color of the stew, but it also has its own taste as well. So yeah, very nice. So we squeeze that out. So that's gone. And what we need to do now, give it a little bit of stir, because the saucepan is actually very hot now, and so the onions are actually ready. And as you can see, let me just show you. Let me just show you this. So you see the color of it has changed. You see. So at this stage, what we're gonna do now is to add, our pumpkin there. Okay, add our pumpkin. Okay, so we going now to pick up the pumpkin, and here is it. Here is the pumpkin, and all we need to do is dish it in put it in there. Okay, probably we do it the easy way to it to be a bit quicker. So we dish the whole pumpkin, you know, whatever size of you have already prepared, you dish it in there. That's already in the saucepan, as you can see it. So all you need to do now is just give it a little bit of stir, so that the onions and the tomato puree that was under there, you know, can begin to mix together, so it won't get burned. At this point now, what we're going to do is after stirring it for at least a couple of seconds or so, at least less than a minute, you're going to leave it to the heat for about six minutes, and you come back and you give it another stir as well, depending how hot it is, you know, because I got it on number 3 right now. I got my stove on number 3, so it's about maybe 60 degree hot, so it's not that very hot. So what you do, you cover it and let the heat, you know, sink in there, like I'm going to do now. So from this point, it is almost at the point of being ready. So after the next 20 minutes, you put this in there. Whatever that you have to go along with it now will follow, including, you know, a little bit of salt, a little bit of cube or so if you have cube, and then if you have things like hot pepper or so, you can put the chilies in there as well, and that will make it a perfect pepper stew. I'm ready to go. Okay, so thank you for watching my skills of cooking with CELEB Max. It's great to share some of these skills as well. I appreciate you very much, and thanks for watching. By the grace of God, I will be back another time for another skills teaching in the kitchen. I appreciate you very much. So God bless you, and in the next 40 minutes or so, dinner will be ready, and please come and join me for a pumpkin dinner. It will go today with rice, okay? But the way I'm preparing it, it can even go with how do you call it, yam. You know, if you just cut the yam in two big slices or so, and you cook it like that, this soup, the stew, the way I'm preparing it, it can go with yam as well. It will be perfect, not only rice, you know. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something from me, and I hope you come back again next time when I'm here. Bye for now. I love you all, okay? Bye. This is how we cook here in the kitchen. Thank you. Cooking with CELEB Max K. Bye now.